WP getting kidnapped as a superhero is rather embarrassing, but at least you were certain that your friends would rescue you. Which is why it came as a massive shock to you to see one of your villains bust the door of your cell open and unlock your restraints. Glorbarg, the techno-barbarian, looked smug indeed as the platform I was restrained to was lowered so that I lay flat on my back. He began dancing with his techno-wenches as a massive laser lowered from the ceiling, alongside a disco ball. The beam struck at a point between my legs, which were spread out and shackled. Very, very slowly, the beam began moving upwards, sizzling as it bore into the solid titanium. "VHY, are you just lying there, my friend?" Glorbarg sneered as he danced, the horns of his Viking helmet shimmering in the light of the disco. "If you do not get up, G laser will burn though. G groin asterisk?" His techno-wenches pointed at my crotch and laughed. I adequate man had been adequately kidnapped. While I didn't excel in any one area, I was a fairly adequate hero. Never did I think I would be snatched from the very lair of adequacy by the villainous Viking and his winsome wenches. I found myself beset by a perfectly adequate bout of embarrassment. "V-hell, V-hell, V-hell," Glorbarg gloated. "It would seem you are at a perfectly adequate loss for words. H-O-H, 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 H-E, H-E, H-E. Let us dance ye night away, my pretties." With his harem of techno-wenches following in a conga line, the techno-Viking danced slowly away. As I struggled adequately within my binds, I saw a flash of lighting carve a jagged slash through the laser. No, I realized, as my eyesight readjusted adequately. That wasn't lightning, it could only be the cold Hanzo steel, rumored to be folded 10,000 times, that belonged to that darkest of villains. "DARKEDGE," I cried out, as 4 more lightning-like slashes followed, releasing me from my binds faster than my eyes could follow. I got up off the platform and performed adequate stretches to get my circulation back into a state of utmost adequacy before locating the figure at the edge of my vision. "You have saved me from the very edge of oblivion, DARKEDGE," I told him as he stood there, back to me, swathed in darkness, carrying 5 katanas on his back, the BLACKBLADES, each one in memory of his dead brothers and sisters. I must confess, a more than adequate amount of confusion lies within me, my old foe. DARKDGE looked over his shoulder. Only his eyes visible thanks to the DARKMASQE he swore to wear in memory of his dead mother. I could see the BLACKGLOVES he wrapped his hands in memory of his dead parrot, clench reflexively as he deigned to reply at last. "I never wanted to," he said brutally, his voice a cross between a rasp and pencil sharpener. "But my honor would be stained. Should I let you slip through my fingers, caught by such an inferior foe?" I shook my head. "DARKEDGE, why don't you renounce your endless quest for vengeance and join forces with me? A more adequate force this city would never see?" I beseeched him with adequate passion in my voice. Although many claimed he was too brutal and careless, I knew there was a sliver of goodness in the man, an edge of light in that darkness. He closed his eyes, then softly scoffed. "HEH, give up my revenge to team up with you? For me, that would be inadequate." I followed him up the stairs until we made it to the rooftop, whereupon DARKEDGE went to the very edge of the ledge and jumped off, only using the grappling hook at the very last moment to swing away.